Welcome everyone to another video by Scottish Border 92. This is actually a requested video by one of my viewers. I believe his YouTube username is JoshPipe14. He requested that I talk about the classes in Mass Effect. Not just Mass Effect 2, but comparing the class differences between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2. I'm going to do a little bit extra, and I'm going to give you a comparison to the level up system that was used in Mass Effect 1, and how they improved on it, or didn't improve on it, in Mass Effect 2. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion and what one I think is better. So to get us, I'm going to show you, at this point I'm going to have a screenshot up here, and I will talk over the screenshot telling you what the basic level 6 number is like for both games, okay? And after that I will talk about the individual classes. So I hope you enjoy this video, and thank you. And this is for you, JoshPipe14. Hope you enjoy this. Now as you can see, this is more the traditional RPG than the more action one. The leveling up system in this is much more in depth, and also has a greater length of customization in it, depending on what you want to start off with. Now I've used the default Soldier Shepherd here, but there are different ones. Now as you can see, the different leveling up system goes from varies from you want to specialise in guns to your special abilities, and also your trading stats, which will affect your charisma and all that, and also the classic charm and intimidation. Now this is more the traditional RPG. And I'm going to, I thought it was okay for the time. Now let's move over to the Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 leveling up system, and see if that is improved on that and how it differs from the original Mass Effect. Now as you can see here, there is a major difference in the type of leveling up that they have done for Mass Effect 2. It is much more enclosed and more focused on the action part of the gaming rather than the RPG, but it's still quite in depth. You've got different attributes and all that, but some people didn't like this. I personally don't mind. I do actually prefer this system because I'm much more of an action RPGer than a normal RPGer. But as you can see, you still have quite a wide area of customization, and also your abilities evolve depending when you get to level 4. And I thought it was okay. So it could have had a lot of some faults, the same as Mass Effect 1, but easily improved. Now let's get back to me, and I'll tell you what one I prefer. Now, as you can see, the leveling system did change a lot from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, and some people were either happy with this or weren't so happy with it. They focused more on the action part of Mass Effect 2, and I think it was a great improvement in my personal opinion. So the leveling system did change a lot. I want to ask simply, what did you prefer? Did you prefer the original Mass Effect's leveling up system, or do you prefer Mass Effect 2's leveling up system? I personally prefer the Mass Effect 2's leveling up system, but that's just my personal preference. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys and gals think. Do you prefer Mass Effect 1's leveling up system, or do you prefer Mass Effect 2's leveling up system? And what do you think Mass Effect 3's leveling up system will be? I think it'll probably be still quite similar to Mass Effect 2, but maybe add a bit more variety and customization. Now let's get to the major part of this video that was asked of me to do. The classes. Now I'm not going to review every single class. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of which each class specialization is and what you should do if you prefer. Sorry, here's a mess. Now, 1. There are 6 classes of memory serves me: Soldier, Adept, Engineer, Infiltrator, Vanguard, and Sentinel. Each class has their own unique abilities and also their own unique powers. Now in Mass Effect 1, you always played as a soldier because basically the other classes could not stand up to the soldier, because they didn't refine it enough in my opinion. It still added a bit to it. I did play as a Sentinel in Mass Effect 1, and I did manage to complete the game. It was a lot of fun. But as I say, you only really get the pistol. The rest of the guns you're untrained in, which is kind of hard to do sometimes, but that's what I thought. As for Mass Effect 2, you had a bit more variety when you played the game. Each class had one unique ability. They had, let me take an example. The Sentinel had tech armor, which added more to your shields. The Vanguard had a charge attacks, which basically like, you freaking flew at them and did massive damage and close up with a shotgun. The Engineer had the combat drone, which is basically a little holographic drone. The Soldier had adrenaline, which slowed down time. The Adept had Singularity, which is like a mini black hole. The Infiltrator had Cloak, and forget the other one. It's gone blank on me. But it really depends on what way you want to play the game as. Now I've played actually as all of the classes. I haven't completed the game as all the classes because I personally prefer to play as a Sentinel. It's just the way I think and the way I act during the game. I prefer as a Sentinel. Now, what do I think of the other classes? They are good, depending on which way you want to play Mass Effect 1 and 2. More so 2, because number 1, I'd probably recommend just stick as a soldier, because they get all the guns and you can basically go through the game as a running gunner. But Mass Effect 2 had a bit more variety in the gameplay you wanted to play. Now, the thing is though, there was some problems with Mass Effect 2. I'm not saying it's a perfect game because there's no such thing as a perfect game, no matter what these reviewers tell you. Mass Effect 2 did have its problems with its classes. Some classes allowed you to get through the game easier than the other classes. One common thing if memory serves me, is one of the most difficult things on Mass Effect is insanity difficulty. I tried playing it as a Sentinel and I got my ass handed to me. I barely made it past the first couple missions, and I did eventually get to the halfway mark, and I got stuck, and I just kind of just sitting down there. But a lot of people say play as a soldier. I don't. It's just what I don't prefer. Now, the class system does add a lot more variety, as I've said, but it's really what you prefer. So here's my question: what class do you play as in Mass Effect 2, or what class do you think you play as? What do you play the game as? Do you play the game as a thinker or run and gun? That's what I'm asking. Do you prefer to think, or do you prefer to just act? That is what you need. I'm asking everyone out there. Now, let me give you my opinion on the two and the classes in Mass Effect 1 and 2. Mass Effect 1 had its good bits. Mass Effect 2 had its good bits. Mass Effect 1 had some alright problems, had some really bad problems with it. Mass Effect 2 had some problems with it. I personally prefer the way the classes are in Mass Effect 2 than I do in Mass Effect 1. That's just my opinion. That's what I think. But what do you think? Did you prefer the classes in Mass Effect 1 or Mass Effect 2? So I've asked you 3 questions during this video. You can answer 1, 2, or 3 of them. 1. Did you prefer the leveling up system in Mass Effect 1, or do you prefer the leveling up system in Mass Effect 2? 2. Which class do you like to play as? And tell me why. 3. What was the third question again? Jim? Ah, there it is. No, it's went blank again. The third question, I think, was do you prefer the classes in Mass Effect 1 or Mass Effect 2? And I'm not going to say much about Mass Effect 3's classes because there's not been much revealed about them, but I think they will remain fairly similar the way they are in Mass Effect 2, but added a bit more variety to it and given more depth. So that's why I'm thinking. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and this one was for Josh Pike 14. He asked me to do this, and if you have a video you want me to do, please either put it down in the comment section or send it in the inbox in the YouTube, and if I can, I will do the video. This has been my personal opinion. If you have an opposite opinion of me, please tell me down below. I do read the comments. Every comment that's put up, I will take time to read. And what do you honestly prefer? So if you can answer those 3 questions that I've asked, that'd be really appreciated. If you enjoy this and you actually agree with me, but you don't want to leave a comment, all you need to do is just click the like button. And if you don't like my opinion, but you don't want to leave a comment, actually just click the dislike button. And if you want more videos like this, please click the subscribe button up there. And I hope you enjoyed it. So Josh Pike 14, this video was for you because you asked me to do it, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you so much, my viewers, and this is Scottish Warning to signing off.